We're closing in on the end of April. In a few short weeks, our gardens are going to look dramatically different as the weather warms up and things really start to take off. So I thought, what better time than to invite you guys on a little garden tour in my garden to see where things are at currently at the end of April. I love these types of videos because I love to watch things change from month to month, and especially to be able to look back, especially in the colder months when everything has sort of died back. I can look at these and be like, watch the progression. I just love that kind of. I love it. Anyhow, if that sounds interesting to you, I would love to invite you on a tour of my little garden. Yeah, so let's get into it. Oh, and if you would be so kind as to like and subscribe and all that stuff, that would be awesome. If not, nonetheless, you are invited. Come on, let's go. Okay, it doesn't look like much right now, but you're gonna have to trust me. It's gonna be super lush and green in just a few weeks. And it's gonna get bigger and bigger each year. I just have to do it slowly so my husband doesn't realize that I'm taking up all the garden, but I will. All right, here we got some radishes that didn't quite take off, and then I've got some squash in there in sort of a greenhouse. There are some winter sown plants that I haven't potted up yet, and some Swiss chard giant Ford hook that's going to be huge. I've also got some flowers going there, nasturtiums and whatnot. This is my radish patch. Not my radish patch, my asparagus patch. But I've got a ton of stuff in there, including some volunteer tomatoes, which I was not expecting because I put down like 6 inches of mulch, and I didn't remove it all. So I don't know how they made their way up through it, but I don't know, good thing. This is my rhubarb. I didn't really realize rhubarb looked like this, but I'm not mad at it. I mean, it's kind of beautiful, and you can't harvest off rhubarb till year 3. It's always year 3 with plants, but that's fine. This is walking onions, Egyptian walking onions. They're in a pot currently, but I want to put them somewhere where they can walk. Maybe down here where I've currently got some squash growing. I might, plant some in there as well. Then I got a bunch of butterhead butter crunch lettuce, some winter sown flowers. And then behind that, I have my kohlrabi, which will be ready in just a few short weeks if it doesn't get eaten by the bugs. That's just a bunch of flowers. Back here, we've got kale and lettuce. We eat so much kale. I love kale. It's not always a favorite with people, but you can do so much with it. It's kind of like anything. It's how you cook it is, how the flavor will be. And I love it. Here are some broccoli heads. I got 2 up here, and then I got 2 down below. First time growing broccoli, not sure what to expect. They haven't formed heads yet, which I've heard is a good thing. Some beets, some carrots, some bok choy that has bolted that I need to pull out of there. And then there are peas growing up this netting, which I wish was a little more dense. More kale, cilantro, spinach, really loose cabbage, which I don't love that it's that loose, but it is my first time growing cabbage, so maybe it's meant to look like that. And then over here we have my onion and garlic patch. I've got some coneflowers growing here, obsessed with coneflowers, love them. And I have much better cabbage, so I'm going to grow my cabbage here next year. I'm going to do like a proper full row of them along there with my garlic. There's more garlic. I've got some more bok choy in there, some butterhead butter crunch lettuce. Actually, sorry, that's black seeded lettuce. And then I've got some ruby lettuce, some more cabbage, and some cilantro at the very top. And then next to that are my onions, where the carrots will be going once the onions are out. And that's it. I also just quickly wanted to show you up here. This is up just outside sort of my kitchen window-ish area. I guess there was a garden here before we bought the house. And it's starting to come through again. And it's just such these pretty flowers. I don't know. I just like it. I want to show it. Here is where I've got some more volunteer tomatoes, and I'm just not sure. I think I'm going to have to let them grow because
I don't know if they. I just feel like they're going to be super strong if they survive the winter here. Those seeds, so got to give them a shot.
Okay, let's go through quickly what we have indoors. First and foremost, we have the coleus. These hate the cold, will not do well in a frost. So the bare minimum, mid-May is when they can go out. I'll harden them off for a week. So, they'll probably go out the last week of May, basically. I think they're okay. They look, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. First time growing them, hopefully wishing for the best. Then I have sedum. I'm going to turn the light on because you probably can't see them. Oh, it's not on. Sedum dragon's blood. It grows extremely slowly. The seeds were minuscule, like sand. I don't know if these are going to survive, if they're going to make it or not. I'm kind of over them because they're just taking so long. But we're just going to keep trying till the last one. And if they make it, they make it. If they don't, they don't. It was a fun experiment. If I do try to grow sedum dragon's blood again, I'm going to do it from a cutting. That's what everybody does. And I thought I would be special and do it from seed. Now I realize why nobody does it from seed, because it's not rewarding. It's not fun. It's just annoying. But that's where we're at. Okay, next. I have my bell peppers and my serrano peppers. They need to go outside badly. They need to be in bigger pots. I started them way too early, but as I mentioned in a couple of videos, I had really, really bad luck with peppers last year, so I was eager to try and start and get everything right, and I got it right, but I started too early, and now this is where we're at with the peppers, but we'll see. They 2 more weeks at least, and then they can go out, hopefully. All right. I'm not going to pull this out, but it's moringa. I don't know much about moringa, but my husband wanted me to grow it. Apparently it has tremendous health benefits. I think you eat the leaves or dry the leaves or do something with them. It's a little tropical tree or something. But yeah, I'm trying to grow that. It'll be an annual. Maybe I can keep it alive. I don't know. It's a tropical tree, so it's not going to survive winter here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Then not finally. Then back here, I have my large leaf basil. I've been harvesting from it and freezing the leaves. I'm going to mix them in with my garlic scapes and make basil garlic scape pesto, which should be really good. So then the final indoor thing right now are my tomatoes. These are more moringa seeds. I have to get more containers to plant them. So if your tomatoes are small like this or smaller, don't worry, we've still got time. These are way smaller than I would want them to. If I'm totally honest, I feel like I'm a little bit behind, genuinely. I know my last video I was talking about like how it's okay, and it is okay, but it just makes me a little bit nervous. But everything tells me, all the research I've done is that we're okay. We're okay, not gonna worry about it. Ugh. And I have those volunteer tomatoes outside, so there's always those should everything in here fail. And worst comes to worst, I'll just go to the garden center and buy some like plant, like seedlings. So, we can do that. That's always an option. All right, that's it. That's what's indoors. Yeah, so that's where my garden is at right now. I have a lot of work to do. It's a lot, but I love it. It is my favorite thing in the world. I can't wait to see how everything turns out this year, what kind of harvest I get. And I really can't wait to get everything outdoors, to have this rack just clear. I'm ready for these to just be gone, to be out of my office. I'm over it. I'm over that part of it. For now, I will be super excited again come spring next year, but for now I want these gone, especially the peppers. The peppers are giving me some serious stress because I know they're outgrowing those pots and they need to be outdoors. But their time will come very, very soon. We'll have them outdoors. Anyhow, thank you very much for watching this video. Again, if you would like to like and subscribe and all that would be great. If not, that's fine. I forgive you. It's okay. You know, whatever. You're still welcome back. But anyhow, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Peace.